yourself? Everybody who's not speaking, do you mind muting yourself? And we are live.
Yay!
Yay! How exciting. Okay, everybody, let me just tell you what we're doing here. If you just jumped on, please go ahead and in order to be eligible for the drawing, let me just start with this. You need to comment if you're live on Facebook or say hi or do something down below so that we know you're here. Maybe drop a little heart because Kimberly's here. We're really excited that Kimberly's here. So drop a little heart down below if you're tuning in live and let us know you're here. And if you're on Zoom live, if you don't mind muting yourself, please, so that we don't have any background noise so we can focus on what Kimberly's going to share with us. Okay, my name is Alicia McPeak, and I am so excited to be here with Kimberly MacRae of MacRae Naturals. Welcome, Kimberly.
Hello, thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
We are so excited to have you here. So let me tell everybody what we're up to. So this is our Mommy and Me Wellness Community event, and actually it is our premier event. And we are so blessed to have Kimberly as our very first speaker. Now, these are community events brought to you by the Healthy Living Revolution, and what we're here to do is just share great information with you guys and help you have a more natural life and a more natural life, especially when we're talking about raising our babies. So with that being said, Kimberly, I'm going to go ahead and just ask you a couple of questions to get you started.
Okay.
And then from there, you can take it over and tell us what you have to share with us today. And I just want you guys to see, I have some of the most beautiful, actually, I won this, Kimberly. This I won from you.
Yeah, I remember that.
I have some of the most beautiful crystals and stones from MacRae Naturals. I love MacRae Naturals. My daughter, who's on here with Kenna, she loves MacRae Naturals. You are a local Houston area businesswoman, and I can't wait to hear about why you started this and how you started this, but I just want to hear a little bit more about where you come from, what made you do this, and what made you passionate about this particular field. Could you start with just sharing that with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started MacRae Naturals back in 2013 when I became a mom of our first son. I have 3 boys. My first son is 7. He's a lot older now, but he was teething, and I had heard about amber necklaces in the natural community. I was very much into natural home birthing and breastfeeding and cloth diapering. I mean, all of it. I was making my own toothpaste and deodorant and everything I could do to be as natural as possible. And we heard about the Baltic Amber for teething. He was fussy in the drool. Oh my gosh, the drool that he had was incredible. It was just soaking through his clothes. We'd put bibs on him. It was soaking through. So I thought, I've heard about this Baltic Amber. I've seen some kids with it. I should try it. And so I ordered him a necklace. It was from Europe, and it came probably about 2 weeks later. I put it on him, and I'm not even kidding you. Within 24 hours, the drooling was pretty much gone. It was insane to me that this thing worked like it did. Initially, I was like, oh, it's just a necklace. It'll be so cute, you know, even if it doesn't work, it'll just be cute. And boy, oh boy, did it work. So then he started cutting teeth, and we didn't even know he was cutting a tooth until it popped through. He had no drooling, no fussiness, none of the symptoms, none of the restlessness, or he was sleeping fine. And so we just kept it on him. And then I used it with my now almost 5-year-old, and we used it with our 2-year-old. He still wears amber too. Adults can wear it. My husband wears it. My husband wore it on his knee after we tried it with my son, and he's an Army vet. He injured his knee on his last deployment to Iraq, and we put it around his knee. Within 10 minutes, he had amazing pain relief. It was crazy. And so we knew we were onto something. So that's when I always knew 2 things about myself when I was younger. I was going to be a wife and mom, and I wanted to be a business owner. I never knew what that business would be, but this just kind of we fell into it. And so we started selling amber locally, and it just word of mouth, it just grew and grew and grew to friends and family. And now we've sold thousands, tens of thousands of pieces all over the world, helping little babies teeth all over the world. It's so amazing. But yeah, it's really exciting to see how much we've grown from 2013 to now.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
One of my passions is featuring women in business. And I just have to ask you before you tell us more about the amber, which is absolutely astounding to me. I just can't wait to hear more about that. But what do you think you owe your personal success as a businesswoman to?
My personal success, God, and my dad and mom. They both owned a business when I was younger. And my dad's like my mentor. He's a really awesome asset for me. He helps me with anything from pricing to tax questions to just business questions in general. But my parents have been a huge support. My husband's been a huge support. They all have encouraged me so much. I mean, because it's nerve-wracking owning your own business and like stepping out on that ledge going, okay, I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to actually open up a business. That's so nerve-wracking because your fear of failure. You don't know what your first steps can be. I never went to school for business management. I just kind of Googled, what do you do? And write down a plan. And that's what we did. And we just kind of took it day by day. And it's really grown. It's grown to be a lot. Now we have about 16 moms that work for us all over the country, and it's more of a remote thing. But I definitely say I'd have to give my family and God all of that recognition for the blessings, because I don't think any of this could have spread like it did if it wasn't for God and for all the blessings that He's given us, been able to just reach so many different people.
I remember when my daughter Kenna told me about you, because I was looking for something in crystals, and she told me about you. And then she told me you were local and you employed stay-at-home moms. Mm-hmm. And that really made me excited, because that's really what we're all about. Like women entrepreneurs who are passionate about something and they're up to something good, and everything that it takes to overcome to be able to own your own business, but also be able to be with your kids whenever possible, and keeping priorities your priority. So I really love what you're doing. All right, so with that being said, and we'll leave some space for some questions. If you guys are on live and you have some questions, please go ahead and just drop your questions down below so we can get those answered. If you're here on Zoom live, if you also in the chat, if you can just say who you are, so we want to make sure that you get registered for the drawing. So, and we need you to be here live, either on Zoom or on Facebook, to be able to be here for the exciting drawing today. So with that being said, Kimberly, tell us, so this whole thing, it almost, I know if I didn't come from the world that I come from, the whole thing about like, how is this amber working? It really does sound kind of too good to be true, kind of like magical.
Oh yeah,
a little bit woo-woo. So I'm okay with being woo-woo. I've been woo-woo my whole life, but do you want to just explain to us how this works?
Yeah, for sure. That's you know, it's so funny. So many of the dads, so it's usually the moms that are convinced, that are like, I'm going to try this. They've done their research. They've read up on it. And it's the dads that are like, these are voodoo necklaces. I mean, we've heard that countless times, which is hilarious to me because my husband said the same thing. The way that it works is Baltic Amber is fossilized tree resin from millions of years ago. I'm talking about like 40 million years ago. And it's got a compound inside it called succinic acid, which is a natural pain reliever and anti-inflammatory. Now, when you wear it against your skin, it warms up the amber, and the trace amounts of succinic acid release into your bloodstream. And that's what's the pain relief, and that's the anti-inflammatory. And the best way that I can tell you is just jump out on a limb and try it. It's not like they're hundreds of dollars. It's $20 for one of our cheapest necklaces that we have. That's Baltic Amber teething necklace. And if you want an adult one, it's like $43. But trying it yourself is really the one thing that I recommend for everybody. If you're skeptical, if it doesn't work, you can return it and get your money back. But it's just, you have to see it for yourself. It's something that you really have to experience for yourself. And once you do, then you're like, okay, what else is out there? And that's how the crystals come into play. And then you've got different stones you can add with the amber and all sorts of different things. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you're like, this does sound too good to be true. And this sounds like it's some like witchcrafty type thing, but I assure you it's not. It's real pain relief. It's real stuff, and it really works.
So it works for all kinds of pain. You can use it for, okay.
So you get back pain, headaches, migraines, carpal tunnel, arthritis, joint pains, TMJ, plantar fasciitis. I mean, all sorts of, any sort of pain that you have, it's a natural ibuprofen. So it's really awesome for any sort of pain. The key here with amber is you want to get it to the closest pain, the closest area of discomfort. So if you've got it on your wrist and you've got pain in your wrist, you want a bracelet. If you got pain in your neck or shoulders, you're going to want a necklace. And with amber, it's the more amber you have, the better it is. So if you can stack 2 bracelets, if you've got really bad pain, my mom's got really bad pain in her wrist, and I gave her 2 bracelets, and she says she can type so much better. She can text so much better when she's got it on. So you want to get it as close as you can to the location of discomfort.
Okay, I need some of those. I love seeing them on the babies. I knew they were great for teething, but it's good to know that they're good for all kinds of pain. That makes sense that they would be.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right, cool. So tell us a little bit more about other things that you have while you're doing this. Because, I've been to your shop when you guys first opened, and I remember seeing the three-nager, is
Yeah.
that how you say it? Necklaces, and the
Three-nager.
mommy and me necklaces. So tell us more about some of the other things that you guys do.
So we grew out into crystals shortly after we started with Baltic Amber. I had a customer that requested crystals for an ADD necklace, and I was like, I've never really done anything with crystals. So we bought the crystals that were like, I did some research that were supposed to help, and we made a necklace. And within a week, I got an email from this mom saying, "You're not going to believe it. My daughter is on like Super Student for this week. She's never been on Super Student. The teacher even emailed me. She forwarded me the email from the teacher saying like how great it worked and how her daughter is doing so much better." And it was amazing to see. So that broke the ice for me. And after I saw how well it worked for her, I'm like, well, let's keep going. So we have ADD necklaces. We have three-nager necklaces, these are crystals. Different crystals do different things to help different ailments. It can be emotional, it can be physical, just any sort of thing. You can combine it with the amber too if you want some pain relief. So that's really what we do. It's pain and wellness jewelry. So we have the three-nager, which is for tantrums, listening, focusing, grounding. We've got like the one I'm wearing today is called Steven. It's for protection, all sorts of protection, physical, spiritual. It helps against grounding, and it also helps, it's got shungite in it, so it helps with EMF as well. So electromagnetic frequencies, which is really big right now. Yeah, so it's really interesting. So we are constantly adding crystals to our inventory. We have over 70 crystals now, and we can make pretty much anything anybody needs. If you've got a custom request, we can make a custom necklace just for you based upon the needs that you have specifically. So it's really cool.
I think that's unique to you guys.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a few other people that do them, but we started this a while ago, and it's like the bread and butter of the business, our custom necklaces. Because instead of going to get, one of the weight loss, one of the anxiety, one of the depression, we can combine all of that into one piece for you. And you can just wear it as a necklace. Or if you prefer bracelets, like you can stack bracelets like I am here. And I've got different ones. I have the Rise. This is good for money manifestation and entrepreneurship. This one's good for hormones. It's Moonstone. I have a Druzy. The Druzys are just really fun to class it up a little bit and bring your stack to the next level. This one's Grace, good for self-love. And this one's good for anger and patience. It's called Howlite.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I need a bunch. I'm gonna pull up both arms. That is so fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking, I did have a question. Yeah. Okay. So besides pain, tell us another story, something with an emotional or hormonal one, or one of those.
Emotional or hormonal. So I can tell you about our fertility bracelet. Are you interested in hearing about that one?
Yeah.
So there's been a few different ones that a few different people with our fertility bracelet. It's crystals that are supposed to help you conceive and keep a healthy pregnancy. My cousin, I gave one to him and his wife, and they both conceived and just had their baby 2 weeks ago. I used it for myself. We were trying for 3 months to get pregnant with my last son. And as soon as I put the bracelet on, I got pregnant that month. There was a few other people. I mean, if we post in our group and ask for more stories, we'll get a bunch more, I'm sure. But the ones that I've heard of, there's a few others that have gotten pregnant with the fertility support. And then we offer pregnancy support too. So once you're pregnant, you have help with nausea and mother-baby bonding. And then we have a breastfeeding support as well. So you can have help with nursing and milk production and hormone control.
Wow.
It's pretty cool how it works. We've got something for everything.
Oh my gosh.
And if we don't, we can make it.
How incredible. Well, and I know a lot of mommies, and even mommies that had been able to conceive before, all of a sudden they can't.
Yeah.
Or a lot of sickness in the beginning of pregnancies. I mean, sometimes a lot of sickness all the way through pregnancies, in fact. So you can really take care of a lot of stuff with some beautiful, beautiful jewelry. That is just amazing. Okay, so we're going to get ready to wrap this up. I'm going to have you just a second share with everybody what you're going to be giving away, Kimberly. But before I do, I just want to check in with Abigail. Abigail, how are we doing with getting everybody's name and knowing who's on here live?
We're good. Are we putting in ours or just the other people, the guests?
Oh, we didn't talk about that, did we?
I know.
I definitely won't include myself in this drawing. But if you and Kenna want to, that is perfectly okay with me. You are here live.
All right. So I'm going to spin. I'm doing a spinning raffle, and I'm doing the people on Facebook as well as.
Okay. Before you do, let's have Kimberly tell what we're giving away.
Okay, so we're giving away a Baltic Amber teething necklace. This is a 12-inch. It's got raw honey, Baltic Amber, and aquamarine crystals.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And did you say we had a discount for people who actually would like to order from this? Okay, cool.
There's a discount code, 20% off your order. It's code NEW, NEW20.
New 20 for new customers. All right. Okay, Abigail, let's do it.
Let me see if I can flip my screen and show you. The winner is Miranda.
Miranda! Yay! Say hi, Miranda.
Yay.
Okay, well, we'll get Miranda's information to you, Kimberly, so you can get that necklace. I am so excited about this. Thank you so much. Okay, real quick before we sign off, does anybody here live or on Facebook have any questions? You see any questions come across, Abigail, by chance?
Hold on. There's one right now. She just said excited. No questions right now.
No questions? Okay, perfect.
Oh, how can I order? How can they order?
Okay, how can they order?
So to order, you can go to our website at www.MacRaeNaturals.com. It's MACRAE.
Could you put it maybe, Kimberly, when you go to Alicia's page, can you put it in the comment section?
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah, let's put that in the comment section. You guys can also follow her on Facebook and Instagram. Both are MacRae Naturals, I believe. I know the one on Instagram is. Okay. And that's MACRAE. Definitely go follow her.
She just put it in there.
Okay, perfect. All right. Anything else, Kimberly, you want to share?
Nope, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you reaching out.
We are so grateful that you were here. Thank you so
fun.
much.
Oh, and next week, Alicia, do you want to share what we're doing next week?
Sure. What are we? I know we're having next week. Okay, next week is Alyssa, isn't it? Alyssa, are you next week?
Yeah, next week is us.
Okay, you tell us what you're going to do next week.
We are going to talk about cloth diapers next week.
Cloth diaper. Everything you ever want to know. So get your questions together, people. You can drop them. You can drop them ahead of time inside of the event page or on one of our Facebook pages, and definitely be online.
We'll use the same Zoom code.
Same Zoom codes and on live on Facebook so that you guys can join in and win fabulous prizes.
And we just wanted to say really quick, Jack is modeling one of Kimberly's teething necklaces.
Oh, yeah? No way.
Got 1,200 rolls. But this baby was literally killing me with teething a couple weeks ago. And Kimberly saved our lives. And he is a whole new person.
Oh, I'm
how
so
about
glad
that, Kimberly?
He's so cute. I can't even. I'm having baby fever lately.
I have 3 that are teething all at the same time, and the other 2 are handling it well with like teething pellets and chamomile and some lavender. And this one was like, the end of the world is here, and I'm gonna cry and scream for 72 hours straight. And I tried everything, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And Kenna was like, get a teething necklace. And I was like, yeah.
Thank you.
Why didn't I try that first?
And I feel like as moms, we're like, we'll try anything, whatever. Just send it to us.
Yeah.
So
because we're miserable when our babies are
have
miserable.
teething babies. Jack says he approves.
Perfect.
Aww.
What a great testimonial. Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, ladies. Thanks for tuning in, and goodbye for now. See you
Bye,
guys all soon.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.